Hey everybody, it's Tracy. We're back again at these swarm hives. We're going to take a look at them and see what's going on in them. So here's, let me try to get you guys adjusted here. Yeah, move you down a little bit. There we go. All right, I don't know how to do an intro because I'm not a YouTuber. Trying though. And I also don't know how to video my face. I'm using my phone, a little turning aroundy thingy, to do like an intro or whatever. Look at myself. Doesn't work. So here we are, getting this hive up. Pretty sure I forgot my smoker. There we go. Oh no, I got my smoker. Make sure you guys can see what I'm seeing. Yep, you can. Smoker, give him a little bit of puffing here. See how this is going. All right. This is the biggest of the two hives. So let's give her a look. Get out of here. So here's the first frame, and it's got nectar on it. And a little bit of pollen. I don't know if you can see in there. Of course, the sun's kind of low in the sky, so it's hard for me to show you what I'm looking at. This hive was the bigger of the two. It looks to be, it's still pretty packed down further, and I'm likely not going to find a queen or brood up in this top one, but this frame's not completely drawn, so let's see if I can find any eggs, any sign of a queen in here. And not so far. So I'll try to make this a way shorter video than that first one. That one was insane. They're kind of loud, so I'm wondering. Whoa, this one's got some honey in it. Oh yeah, this one's full of goodness. It's heavy frame here. Yeah, shoot, they already need more room. Of course, they're 5-frame hives, so yeah, this just has honey and bee bread, or nectar and bee bread, anyhow. So put that back, and let's see what's on this frame. Just kind of doing a quick inspection. Oh, lots of nectar on this one too. No brood, no nothing so far. Just lots of nectar. So these swarms, when they come in with a lot of food in their bellies because they gorge on honey before they leave. So a lot of this nectar might have been stuff that they carry with them, but they're starting to get capped. They're starting to hit me in the head, which means they're not super thrilled with me being here, but we'll have to figure out what's going on with these bees, see how they're getting along, and I just, more importantly, want to make sure that they have a queen. It's only been a week, so the queen might not have started back up laying yet. So if we can see her, I don't really necessarily look for the queen per se. I just look for evidence of the queen. Nothing. So let me get this, put the lid upside down on the ground so I can have something set that on. We'll take this top box off. Like I said, I'm already looking at them. They need more room. So they're probably moved into one of these bigger hives. Give them a little bit more smoky smoke. Make sure you guys can see them. No, you can't. Let me lower this down a little bit. Let me turn it this way a little. That way maybe I can show you some stuff when we get to this, when we get to the good stuff. So, pull this other frame out. Here we go. All right. All right. This frame has nothing. It's got a little bit of heft. Yeah, they're putting nectar in it, but they're actually not that bad. These bees aren't super cranky. So, get out of the way, bee. Alright, here's another one. It's got a little heft to it. It's got some nectar too. I don't know if you guys can see me. And they're curing the nectar. I don't know if you guys can see the nectar in there. In those, it just looks like a little bit of water down the bottom of those cells. So, still no evidence of a queen. They're roaring pretty loud, which has me nervous. It's fine if they don't have a queen. I have a couple little weaker hives that I could, they're weak because of me, not because of the bees. I split them a little too skinny, so I can combine them and give them a laying queen, which may be what ends up happening. Anyway. So there's a commercial, like there's a blueberry farm right next to me and it has a bunch of bees in it. So I'm thinking this is where these swarmed from. Again, still haven't found any eggs from larvae. Of course, I also kind of wanted to wear my glasses, but I can usually see the eggs pretty decently. I had a guy ask me, what do I do with a nucleus hive? To which I would say put it into a larger 8 or 10 queen hive. Let it grow. And I'm not finding any signs of a queen so far, and they're kind of roaring, which a lot of times means they don't have a queen. It is possible they swarm. When they swarm, they have a virgin queen. We're just getting into the I just saw the other day that blackberries are starting to bloom, so that's exciting. That's our major honey flow where I'm at, and these girls are waggle dancing their butts off. I don't know if you can see this, but you see some of them walking around shaking their butts. That's called the waggle dance. That's how they communicate where things are. They make kind of a, they just shake and walk in a direction, and scientists have figured out that they can figure out with the length of the dance, like the direction, you know, if they go say an inch across the frame and the direction on the frame, they can figure out where these girls are talking about, like where they're, these nectar sources they're trying to, and then the more they try to, the harder they shake, the more they're trying to convince the rest of them, hey, let's go over here and get some stuff, let's go get the good stuff. So no signs of babies on this one. Let me give him some smoke. Yeah, I'm wondering if they're queenless. This came in two, well, many things can happen to make them queenless. That they came with a virgin, and like I said, that virgin might be out getting mated right now. So, and if she is, that's fine. She can come back and sugar ants all over me. I don't know what it is with sugar ants up at my place, but I think it has to do with all these empty hives and honey that has been left in them, these sugar ants just love it. So I'll take this box off. I was hoping this wouldn't be that. They love it when you shake them around like that. So bottom box, give them a little puff, give them something to think about. Lower you down so you can see what's going on. And let's take a look in this bottom part, see if there's a queenie in here. Thankfully, there are frames in here. That was one of the questions I had the other day when these things moved in. I didn't know how many frames were in this hive. Oh, wait. Alright. These might be queen those. Me walking on my hand, I don't want to squish her because I don't like getting stung. Yeah, they're pretty flighty, so they're kind of acting like they might be queenless, but you never know. These frames down here on the bottom aren't in the best shape in the world, but they're fixing it. They're cleaning everything up, making this house a home. So what we might do, you can kind of hear the difference. I don't know, you can't hear the difference, but I can hear the difference between hives that have a queen. They'll roar if they don't have a queen. They're just louder, and they run around a lot more, and they just seem like they're not having a great time. So what I should have done is grab some treatments for them while I was here. And throw some treatments in here. I don't like that frame at all, but oh well. Yeah, I'm not seeing any sign of a queen. This box doesn't have a lot of, this bottom box doesn't have a lot of bees in it. They look healthy. But, last frame. This frame's all jacked up too. Look at that. It's just a mess. I might have wax moths in it too. Alright. Well, what I'm gonna do, always push your frames back together so they're touching correctly. It's kind of how some of that jacked up comb starts, is if frames aren't tight enough, or I mean, nobody told these bees how to build. They build it the way they want to build it, not the way I want them to build it. So let's get this thing put back together. I'm not going to give them a queen right now, just because I don't know for a fact they're queenless. Like I said, if there's a, I would be wasting a queen if they went out and, if a virgin queen came back, mated, if they're waiting on that, then, and I'll explain everybody. But so basically what happens is, when a queen is hatched, she has to go out and get mated, and that takes, of course, over several days. Sometimes it just takes a day, but either way, they have to go get, you know, mated before they lay, before they start laying. So the problem is sometimes, depending on weather, they have a hard time getting up to go get mated. It hasn't been the nicest weather in the world lately. Today it's gorgeous, but the last few days has not been good flying weather for the bugs. So, giant spider. Yeah, spider. So that said, they might have had a hard time getting up to their queen mated. So I'm gonna move this hive a little bit, just because this hive here is likely going to go into here soon. So let's take a look at this other one and see where they're at. Get you moved over. I can't see squat. Yeah, I think you can see the lid. So this other one, pop the lid here. You always look at the bottom of the lid to see the queens on there, so you don't end up squishing them or something. And then we will introduce ourselves. Hi, bees. There's some smoke. So smoking bees, a lot of people say it's because they think the world is on fire and they go in and gorge themselves on honey, which is not true. The smoke merely just confuses them. It blocks they communicate through pheromones, and the smoke blocks those pheromones. So it just kind of gives them confuses them a little bit. These frames are kind of glued together. Bees glue everything together. They use this stuff up here. Maybe let's see if we can get you right side up. Nope, she's stuck. This stuff here is what's called propolis. And they use that propolis to seal everything. They seal any leaks in the hive with it. You kind of glue the frames together with it. And generally just make a mess with it. Oops. Alright. Check this. This one, I don't know if you notice, is way quieter. The bees aren't running around as much. It's just not making as much noise. So I bet this one, I'm pretty sure. This one already has. Yeah, this one's good to go. There is a queen in this one. I'm looking at eggs and larvae. And she started laying pretty darn quickly. Let me see if I can show you guys. On the bottom of this, kind of in the center, are some larvae and eggs. It's hard to see. They're not that big yet. I don't know how. The sun's kind of not ideal here, but oh yeah, there's a lot of larvae. This whole thing's laid up. Yeah. And they too are nectar and whatnot. Yeah, this backside's got a lot too. There is definitely a queen in here, which makes me think there's definitely not a queen in that other one. So, or it was a virgin queen. I'm trying to see if I can find the queen. But there is definitely, this hive is definitely queen, right? I can just tell by the noises. So, this one's not roaring. It's not. The bees are a lot calmer, if you'll notice on these. Whoa, this one's heavy. So it was heavier than I expected. This one's got some nectar, larvae. I see a queen. I'll try to point it out to you. She is laying up pretty good in here. Oh, there's a queen cup. I don't know if it's a sill or not. Right here. Gonna move these girls out of the way. Let's see. Yeah, it's just an empty cup. They sometimes practice, and this comb is old comb. It could have came out of another hive that tried to make a queen and wasn't successful. But yeah, this frame is laid up pretty good too. This is going to be a good one. This queen is doing well. I wouldn't expect anything less, considering they're likely out of this commercial outfit that has all these hives and pollinating. They don't usually put up with. They usually cull out queens that aren't laying really well. Yeah, this next frame has some pollen, has some nectar. Not seeing a queen. She might be down below. So this one having all this fruit in here, it ain't going anywhere. We'll check this last one just to be thorough, but I doubt it. It's got some honey started, and yeah, I'm not seeing a queen on here. So let's put you back in there. and get everything resituated, and we'll check out the bottom box. These bees are so much more calm than this other one. I have half of mine to go ahead and combine this one or that other one with a weak one I have over there. So let me get that put in there, and then we'll take this box off, see what's going down in the bottom box. Oh, this one needs frames. All right, well we can fix that. That's what I was saying. I didn't know how many frames are in these things. So I will, fortunately, I have the ability to fix that. Looks like it needs, what, 2? 1, 2. I have another dead hive right next to it, so we have these 2 frames. This one, this one. All right. They're not the prettiest frames, but the bees will clean them up. Okay. Oh, you probably can't see what the hell I'm doing. Okay. All right. Well, this frame has some capped honey. I don't know when it's from, but if it's last year's, that's what capped honey looks like. Yeah, I think that might be, might be last year's capped honey. See, it kind of looks junky on this side, but you're the ones that chose the place. I didn't. Oh, this one's got a lot of stuff on it. I can feel it now. This has honey on it. Some capped honey. And some nectar. And going on this side, more capped honey and nectar, so it seems like, again, they do what they want to do. Normally you want the honey on top, which is easy enough. I could just swap the boxes. And then there's this last frame here. This one's heavy. Look at all that. It's all honey. I think this is from them. Because I went through and pulled any good amounts of honey out of any boxes I could find, so. All right. Well, we didn't see the queen on this one, but I know there's a queen in here because I saw eggs and larvae. So what we're going to do is I am going to flip-flop these 2 boxes. We got this frame. It's a little moldy, but they'll fix it. And they'll fix all this damage. So we'll put that in here. And then again, this one's got a little, just needs some cleaning up. So we'll get that in there. I guess I should have centered that up, but oh well. And then we will take this off of there. See, now the bees are all like, where in the hell did our house just go? So put that one on the bottom. There we go. There. So this one's not really too forward. Let's see what I can. They're not really ready for. I mean, I could put another box on them and be fine, or I could just move them into 8 or 10 frame equipment, which would also be good. But let's scrape some of this wax off so I don't. Alright. There's that. They're all closed up. And good to go. Alright, looking good. This hive here is going to probably probably does not have a queen in it, or probably I need to wait and see if they get if a virgin is in there, or is coming, or going, or getting ready to come, or getting ready to go, or whatever. So this hive here is kind of cool. It's called an Apamea hive, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. Anyway, I'm gonna turn off this video, and I got some other stuff to do, and I'll talk to you guys later.